back. This week I'm going to share with you my new favorite dress, probably my new favorite item clothing, period. So this piece of fabric began as a tablecloth that I found at the thrift store while shopping with my mom, and I really liked the colors and just the feel of it. It's kind of a soft, heavy fabric with a look kind of like linen. I'm pretty sure it's a polyester. There wasn't a tag on it, and I didn't do any burn tests to see if it's synthetic or natural. But I do like it. So I took the Grasser 217 pattern, which is a free pattern that I've used for a couple other projects. The striped tank top I shared with you last week, and then a maroon dress where I followed the actual pattern itself. And then I'm working on a couple other ones that I haven't shared with you yet, but will soon. It's been a great pattern. It's a very simple pattern, just a slip dress. And so it's been very easy for me to do some little adjustments to it to make it fit how I want it to fit. So this one, the adjustments are kind of major. The easiest one was I raised up the neckline so that it wasn't a V neckline, but a nice higher neckline. And then I added some princess seams down the front and some darts in the back to add some shaping rather than it just being hanging straight down from the bust. And I also added quite a bit of length and some gathered tiers. I also added a full lining. That way I don't have to worry about matching a slip to it or anything like that. I did do a side zip, did an invisible zip that actually turned out kind of invisible. I'm very pleased with it. There's room to grow and improve my zip placement, but I'm pleased with this one, and it makes me feel more confident in trying out patterns with zippers. Those are all kind of the major changes. As I was sewing it, I ended up making the skirt too long. I think I always have I always err on the side of make it longer, because whenever I buy clothes at the store, it's always they're always too short, either in the arms or in the length. It's either having them be too long or they're too baggy, because I just don't fit normal. I mean, everyone has the areas where they don't fit standard fashion sizes. So when I'm sewing, I have to reel myself in and go, okay, you don't need it that long. So when I first made it, the hemline hung down on the floor a couple inches, and I lowered it, or I pulled up the hem a little bit, and I still needed to take in more space, but I didn't want to make that bottom tier shorter. So I ended up, it's where you might notice that there's this nice kind of band around here. That's actually because I pulled the fabric up and just sewed it over there and got rid of a couple inches right there, and that made it the perfect length where it's, I made it a half an inch shorter in the front so that it just skims the top of my feet, and then it's just a little bit longer in the back so that it covers my heels but doesn't quite touch the ground. And so far it's been great. I love it. The only thing it's lacking is pockets, but it was one of those ones where, just looking at how I designed it, I couldn't figure out where I would want to put the pockets. And yeah, so I thought about adding patch pockets, but that I didn't want to mess up the design, and not everything has to have pockets. I can wear a purse. So I like the dress enough that it not having pockets isn't going to deter me from wearing it. But I'm very excited about it, and I have to get used to wearing a full-length dress because it makes you feel kind of glamorous. But when you're just walking along outside or, washing dishes, it's easy to feel like, well, this is too fancy to wear just around the house. It's like, no, it's just a sundress. I just made it long, which is great. I love it. So that is my exciting make for this week, and I'm very excited to wear it out more and to make more. I've been really enjoying making things that actually turn out good. It makes me so much more excited to make even more things. So I hope you will step out of your comfort zone and try your hand at making things. And the first couple times, it's usually just learning. Sometimes you might have beginner's luck and go, whoa, that actually worked. But I encourage you to keep at it. Once you get the ability to actually make something that's good, it is so exciting to just see your handiwork, see what you've made, and be able to appreciate it. But it also makes you so much more excited to go on and make more things and new things, because you know that you can do it. It just takes a little bit of work and application and a little bit of time. A lot of times that's what is lacking in my life, where I want to try something new and I fall back on something old because I know I can finish it because I don't have much time, or I feel like I don't have the brain power to try something new. But sometimes it's good to stretch ourselves. There's something to be said for having downtime where you're just reading a book, or doing some coloring, doing something that relaxes your mind. But I think it's also good to stretch ourselves in ways that are enjoyable, where you're doing a project, doing a craft, doing an activity that is new and makes you think about what you're actually doing and how to do it better. So I hope you have a good week, and I will see you next time.